Hey everyone, it's Marco, your guide for bonded titles and surety bonds here in Texas. In this video, I'll show you how to correctly fill out the VTR-271 limited power of attorney, what it's used for, when to use it, and what to avoid so your paperwork doesn't get rejected by the county or the Texas DMV. Now, the VTR-271 is a limited power of attorney that gives someone else permission to act on your behalf for a specific vehicle title or registration transaction. It's often used when you can't appear in person to sign title paperwork. You're authorizing someone to apply for a bonded title for you, and you're letting a trusted person transfer or register your vehicle. Now, this form gives that person new name called the grantee the authority to sign documents related to that specific vehicle. Now, a few things you must know. It must be completed in black or blue ink only. You can't use pencil. You can't use any other color ink. No corrections or alterations can be made. So you can't, if you make a mistake on it, you can't white it out and just write over it. You can't scratch anything out. If that does happen, get a brand new form and start over. And then the grantor must have an original signature on this. So that means this form must be the original form signed by the grantor. You can't make a copy of this. You can't use a copy of this and take it to the DMV or the county. They will reject it if it's a photocopy of the original form. It must be the original form. And then you must include ID copies for both the person granting and the person receiving power of attorney. This helps the Texas DMV verify that the signatures are legitimate and that the people on the form are who they say they are. So let's go through it section by section. So we're going to start off with the vehicle information first. Vehicle, it's going to be here. You're going to put the vehicle identification number of your vehicle. The year, the make, the body style, and the model. Now, if you have any issues getting this information here, make sure you can. I have a video that helps you use the VIN decoder. I'll include in the link in the description. You just plug the VIN number in, and it'll give you the vehicle information that you need. Next, if this is for a vehicle that has a license plate, this is where you would put it. And then here, the title document number, you're going to put the title document number that is currently on the title of this particular vehicle. There's a specific section on there, and I have another video that breaks down that section, and it emphasizes a little bit on what the title number is and what the difference is. The title document number has a very specific spot on the title, and in that video I go through where it's at and it's located. Now, of course, if this is a bonded title, then this is going to be blank. It's going to be unknown because you don't have the title, or maybe it got destroyed. Unless you do have the original title, and you're applying for a bonded title because there's a mistake on it or something happened with that specific reassignment. Right, because that does happen. You can have the original title sometimes, but you still got to get a bonded title, just depending on the ownership and reassignment. You can put that number down on there, and it just helps the Texas DMV identify the vehicle a little bit easier. Next is going to be the grantor information. So this is actually the person that's given you power, or if it's you, you're going to put your information down. You're giving someone else the power of attorney to do this motor vehicle transaction. So make sure that the name is just as it appears on that identification that you're going to be using for this form, the photo ID copy. And then you're going to go ahead and plug in an address. You're going to put your current address where you're currently residing in. And then you're going to put the city, the county that you're in, the state, and then the zip code. Now, next is the grantee information. So this is the person that's actually receiving the power of attorney. So you're going to put their full name, just as it appears on their identification that they're going to be using when they go and present this. And you're going to put their current address, their city, and in the county that they're currently residing in, the state, and now certification. This area is where you, the grantor, or whoever the grantor is going to be signing. Again, this can only be in blue or black ink, and it must be the original signature. So the grantor is gonna sign here. They're gonna print their name over here, and then they're gonna date the date of that signature. So that's a quick run through. Just a couple of things that I'd like to clear up, or just one thing that I'd like to clear up is this particular section right here. Now here, this power of attorney cannot be used in a dealer transaction to complete a title assignment on motor vehicles subject to federal odometer disclosure. In compliance with federal law, the secure power of attorney for transfer of ownership to a motor vehicle, Form VTR-271A, must be used when use of a power of attorney is permitted by the applicable regulations for a vehicle subject to federal odometer disclosure. So this is specifically for motor vehicle dealers and motor vehicle dealer transactions that need to use some form of power of attorney. They have a very specific form that's only accessible to licensed motor vehicle dealers. I know because I used to have a used motor vehicle dealer, and we had to use this form which the county or the Texas DMV gives you, and it's a completely different form from this limited power of attorney. So unless you're a motor vehicle dealer, you can ignore this section completely. So when you submit the VTR-271, you're primarily going to use it for a couple things. Somebody's applying for a bonded title on your behalf. They're requesting a certified copy of title, or they're handling a title transfer when you can't be present. So make sure the original accompanies your application or title paperwork. Photocopies, like I mentioned before, of this form are not accepted. They will reject it. Now, in summary, and just a quick recap, use black or blue ink only. If you make a mistake, completely get a brand new form and start over. Include the original signature of the grantor and copies of the IDs for both the grantor and the grantee. Ignore the dealer section if you're not a licensed dealer, and then attach the completed form to your bonded title or registration paperwork. Now, you can find the official form on the Texas DMV website. I'm also going to link it in the description below. And if you need a surety bond for your bonded title, you can get one online in minutes. I'll include the link to that as well in the description. That's all I have for you guys today. If you guys found this video helpful, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll keep making more content like this, helping you guys navigate the complex world of surety bonds and just title paperwork. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.